topic is, the econometrics and causal inference. So have you heard of the causal inference before? How many of you have taken courses for econometrics, statistical analysis, or something? Let's take a simple survey, okay? Let me see. Oh, can you, so wait a minute. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, so in order to understand your prior knowledge and background related to this lecture, let's take a simple survey. So let's say yes or no in the chat room if you have taken any econometrics courses before. Okay, just write yes or no in the chat, just to see how many students have taken courses. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think 20 or 30% of students have taken econometrics courses, and the others 70% of students did not. But don't worry about that. For today's lecture, I'm not assuming any prior knowledge. So don't worry about that. So I just want to understand your knowledge level or prior background about the econometrics and causal inference. So let's assume no prior knowledge about econometrics and causal inference. Actually, someone may argue that econometrics or causal inference is a kind of mathematics, like algebra or statistics. Would you agree with this argument? Actually, that's how I was taught in my graduate school. I thought econometrics and causal inference is a branch of mathematics or statistics. So traditionally, econometrics has been considered as a branch of statistics or mathematics. So the main focus of traditional econometrics textbook was to use algebra to prove and validate some statistical properties like multivariate regressions, normal distributions, and heteroscedasticity and multicollinearity and something like that. You might have heard of the BLUE, B-L-U-E, right? So this BLUE stands for Best Linear Unbiased Estimator, right? So this is such approach is a very typical approach by the traditional econometrics textbook. However, research trends have evolved, and recently, nobody would care much about those things. This is not because they are not important. They are still important. However, these days, recently, those things are like a common sense. And we have a lot of powerful tools to automatically resolve such econometric and statistical issues. In business research, I think our main purpose is not to develop a methodology or statistical models, right? In most cases, our main goal of business research would be to apply research methods to solve important business or social problems. So instead of proving such statistical properties using algebra, we can just take advantage of well-defined tools that can be easily found in many statistical packages like R, Python, Stata, or SPSS. And more importantly, this traditional view of econometrics based on algebra has a clear limitation in causal inference. In order to estimate the causal effect, such mathematics is not useful. Actually, this is not my own opinion. So Joshua Engrist, who is a professor at MIT, argues that there is a huge gap between what we do in our research and what we teach in our classes. We teach mathematics and algebra in the classroom, but that's not what we do in our research. And such modern view of econometrics is certainly different from what I was taught in graduate school. So actually, in my graduate course, I also learned about algebras and how to prove blue and using algebras. But this is not what I do in my research, in my own research. So this is actually kind of the prevailing opinions among young scholars recently. So today, I don't want you to learn everything about econometrics. Actually, that's ridiculous because, 3 hours are too short to learn all details of econometrics, right? So, importantly, one thing I want you to learn from this lecture is that econometrics and causal inference is not about mathematics and not about algebra. Rather, causal inference is all about mindset and research design. That's the thing. This is the main topic and main lesson you need to learn from this lecture. Okay, so let's forget any mathematics and forget any equation you have in mind. And today, let's get started with changing our mindset toward causal inference. So to this end, we have 4 chapters today to understand research design for causal